fighting for black farmers. Tomorrow, an advocacy group will go before a federal appeals court judge to plead their case. They're asking the government to expand a program that paid billions to black farmers.
Meanwhile, several farmers turned to chief consumer investigators Annetta Lowe, saying the very same group misled them about the money.
Consider it a calling. Stephanie Smith hadn't planned to answer.
From the young lady who did not imagine herself,
who absolutely refused.
I'm not living here.
Absolutely not. And so now I couldn't imagine myself anywhere else.
Smith's husband is a fourth-generation farmer in West Tennessee.
It's so important that we keep all of this in the family.
But carrying on that legacy, caring for cattle on 50-plus acres isn't easy or cheap.
You have to buy food. You have to make sure that they're warm. You have to make sure that they are healthy.
So after being denied government loans in the past, the Smiths decided to apply for the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Discrimination Financial Assistance Program. DFAP would issue payments to farmers and ranchers to help grow or start operations.
We were thinking, this is going to be just what we need.
Smith says her family met with a group led by a local pastor and his wife to learn more about the program.
They talked a lot about racism over the years and how hard it was for people to even complete the application process.
She says they were also encouraged to become a part of the Black Farmers and Agriculturalists Association. The national organization, headquartered in Memphis, has been around for nearly 30 years and boasts about its history of helping black farmers.
In order for them to be able to assist us, we needed to join their organization. So there was a $100 fee.
Plus a $40 donation. A small price to pay, Smith thought, for the assistance of people who understand the paperwork.
We know what they're looking for. We understand the language, and we're going to take care of that entire process for you. We felt like we were going to be in good hands.
Smith said months passed and they never heard anything except a request for an additional donation from the couple they'd handed over payments to and lots of personal information to file on their behalf. Then in August of 2024, Stephanie Smith's husband received this letter from the USDA.
This letter is to inform you that your application has not been found eligible for financial assistance under the parameters of the program.
The reason? The application was submitted after the deadline.
We came to you and we gave our money to you all the way back in October, long before any deadline.
Smith's denial letter is dated August 1st. A day earlier, the USDA announced it issued more than $2 billion in payments to more than 40,000 applicants for its Discrimination Financial Assistance Program.
Oh, don't worry about that. That letter is a scam.
She told you this letter was a scam?
That letter is a scam.
But this denial letter was no scam. In fact, it's exactly what the USDA warned about on its website. A spokesperson told the WORG investigators, "We are aware of scams misleading people to believe the program will reopen, which is not true, and that some organizations have collected fees from potential applicants under false pretenses." After getting the runaround, even claims of a system crash, Smith says, from the people who agreed to help file the application, she called the USDA directly.
That's so unfortunate because we received your application June 11, 2024.
5 months after the deadline.
How did you feel when you heard all of that from DFAP?
We were hurt. That's no other word. We were hurt.
The USDA told News Channel 3 it contracted with several organizations that held free meetings across the country to educate people about its Discrimination Financial Assistance Program. The Black Farmers and Agriculturalists Association wasn't one of them.
This is Annetta Lowe from Channel 3.
We tried to speak with James Williams, who Smith says signed them up for BIFA, taking their membership dues and that donation.
I'm with Channel 3.
Okay.
And we're working on a story about the program. We've received some complaints from people who said that their applications were not submitted.
I just trying to comment on this time.
Okay.
We'll get back with you later.
We never heard back from Mr. Williams, but asked BIFA's president and founder Thomas Burrell if he knew him, his wife, or about the complaints surrounding his organization.
Did you all ask people or require them to pay to join and then sign up
before engaging in conversation about DFAP or anything else that you all were working on at the time?
There's an emphatic answer to that one, Zanetta, and it's no.
Because these folks, several of them submitted to Pastor James and Marcia Williams,
Ma'am,
who said they were working for the organization.
trust me, no one in this office, the individuals that you just named, do not work. They're not affiliated with this office.
Plus, Burrell says they encourage members not to apply since BIFA is suing the government, asking that heirs of deceased farmers be included.
If we prevail in this lawsuit, those very individuals, except the ones who swung at the foul ball, would be a part of this.
They are still taking applications. They are still getting monies from families. And so for us, it, became, we have to stop them.
Smith filed a complaint against the Black Farmers and Agriculturalists Association with the USDA's Office of Inspector General and the Tennessee Attorney General, where the WREG investigators found several others. Despite the disappointment of everything that's happened,
We're going to forge on.
turning to their own family's history of resilience to move forward.
We've done it for so many years without assistance. Looking back, they made a way, and we're going to continue to make a way.
Later this week, we're digging deeper into these other complaints we found against BIFA. Plus, you'll hear from another family who says they've been paying dues for decades, only to be disappointed with what they've gotten in return. Investigating for your news leader, Zanetta Lowe, WREG News Channel 3.